What's up, man?
Quédate ahí y escucha bien. Yo soy la dueña
There
de
you
tu
go,
vida,
in the flesh.
de lejos se nota que no.
And when I do things that he said don't do, it hurts me. But never will I say that I don't have to follow God's rules. Ever will I say that. There are things that life used to be real hard for me, mainly because I wanted to do things my way. I lived life for fun. Every moment I had to be enjoying. And I still do have fun. I still do enjoy life. I just don't live for those things anymore. Those things don't have control over me.
When an ex-con gets released from prison, what they do in the first 90 days is critical. If they fail to get their affairs in order and find gainful employment, then 9 times out of 10, they will find themselves in a cell once again. However, 1/3 of lawbreakers will never reoffend. For them, reentry began well before their release. These are their success stories.
This brother out of jail. Let me say congratulations on getting out and staying out, bro.
Yeah, thanks,
And,
man.
I see you out here heavy on social media. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I want to get into your background first. Where you grow up at? Where you from?
Now, I was born in San Diego, California, but I moved to Pennsylvania when I was at a young age. When I was a baby.
Oh, you from Cali? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
You come from a big family?
No, I never met my father. He was actually married. My mom went over there to party with her friend, and when she had me, he actually sent her back over here. So I never got to meet him. I don't even remember my father. So, but on my mom's side, it's pretty big family, but it's distant.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my family has been plagued by drug addiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, big but distant, man.
So about that, what was your childhood like? Like describe your childhood if you could.
My childhood was interesting, man. I had some real close friends, very adventurous.
Yeah.
I always tried to do the right thing, but I always had a couple friends that would influence me to do the wrong thing, man. But we had fun growing up, man, against all odds, bro. We had a lot of fun, man. I can just remember some of the games we used to play, man. I grew up in Lindenfield Projects, where that don't exist no more. They knocked it down. It's out in Northeast Philadelphia.
Okay, so that's where you grew up at.
Lindenfield Projects, and it was interesting because it was the projects was surrounded by what we call the white neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we would come out of our little box, man, we experienced a lot of racism.
Wow.
Growing up, man. Like I can remember being spit on, called a nigga. You know what I'm saying? One time a kid.
The 70s and 60s.
This the early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty rough, man. But like I was saying though, man, me and my friends, man, we always found a way to have a good time, man. We was very adventurous, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Climbing trees. There was a lot of forests in the project that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Thank God, making clubhouses, and we made the best of our childhood, man.
That's good. Y'all had trees growing. I ain't had trees growing up. It was just all concrete everywhere. But that's good. That's an experience that a lot of dudes from like the inner part of the cities ain't had. Like the tree houses and all that.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and then when people would throw their furniture away, we had couches in the clubhouses, you know what I'm saying? Mats where we could flip and all of that. You know what I'm saying, bro? One time, I can remember, remember the Super Soakers?
Yeah.
Super Soaker factory had burned down. You know what I'm saying? And all of the guns didn't burn. So the whole hood had all of the Super Soakers for like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, man. It was good times back then, bro.
That's good.
Yeah.
As a teenager, what high school you went to?
Man, I went to a lot of different high schools, man, because like I was saying, drug addiction was heavy, in my family, man. So because of my mom's addiction, we moved around a lot as children, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went to multiple high schools. I graduated from Strawberry Mansion.
Yeah.
I went to Lamberton. I went to Williamsport Area High School because once my mom lost custody of me, I got shipped out to Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was doing good. I was up in the group home with a bunch of kids who was in there for like stealing cars and all types of crazy stuff, man. But I was in there for family problems, basically, man.
Okay.
So I ain't quite fit in.
Right,
it was called St. Mike's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once they see that I was doing good, man, they sent me to a group home that they had in Williamsport.
Yeah.
I actually like Williamsport, man. I was there for about 4 months, man, before my grandmother took me. My grandmom took me in, man.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, man, Williamsport Area High School was great. So once I moved back to Philadelphia, I'm sorry, I went to House of Umoja before my grandmom took me in. House of Umoja was in West Philly, it's a group home in West Philadelphia, and that's why I went to Lamberton when I was there. And then my grandmother took me in, and I went to Mansion. I graduated from Strawberry Mansion.
So back then, what did you want to be when you grew up? Not exactly a teen, because by then we think you got it figured out, but even like if you can remember from being younger.
Man, listen, man. I had so many things I wanted to do, man, when I was a kid. When I was in 4th grade, I played music.
Okay.
Right? This is how it all starts, how that started. The music teacher came around and he had like 3 instruments. He had a trumpet, he had a clarinet, and he had a flute. And he stood up at the front of the classroom and he played each instrument. And when he played that trumpet, I just loved it, man. So I told him I wanted to play the trumpet.
Yeah.
He told me that might be too small for me, right? And he told me about the trombone, right? So when he showed me the trombone, it was curtains, bro.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, it was curtains. I had a rough start with it, but once I mastered it, I played the trombone from 4th grade all the way till I graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you still good with it then?
Yeah, but I haven't played in years.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
I won't forget it, but
Nah, it's like riding a bike, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I was also an art major.
Yeah.
I always could paint. I always could draw when I was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? When I got the Strawberry Mansion, I became an art major.
Yeah.
And until this day, things that I painted still in front of that school when you walk in. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be a painter, and I wanted to play music. Now let me tell you what happened with that. I started smoking weed when I was in 11th grade.
Okay.
And once I started getting high, even though I just started with weed, that's where all of my attention got focused on that.
So that's like your life shifted.
Yeah.
Downhill.
Yeah.
11th grade.
Yeah, my dreams became small to me, man. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy the trombone no more. I didn't really enjoy painting no more, man, even though I could still do it. You know, so yeah, that's what happened with that.
You spent time in state prison. Was that your first time behind bars?
No. It was my first time being convicted and doing a real bid.
Okay.
But prior to that, I had little 1 bag of weed charges. You know how you get a hearing and you miss court, then you get a warrant, and then months later they run your name and then they take you in for the warrant. Yeah. So I did 2 weeks of CFCF on one occasion. I did 2 weeks in George W. Hill twice. So that was a total of 6 weeks I did before I went upstate.
Okay. And upstate, how long were you in there for?
I did 4.5 years.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5, man.
What you go upstate for?
Aggravated assault.
Okay. That's
a
serious job. 4.5.
4.5, man.
How long you been out now?
I've been out for a year and a month.
How it feel?
Feel real good, bro. It feel real good. Like, see, prison for me was crazy, man, because I never thought, and people who know me will never have thought that I would wound up upstate, man.
Yeah.
Like I seen a couple cats up there who I went to school with, man. They was like, Ray Nard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But it actually brought the best out of me because before I got locked up, I was doing some things that I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Right.
And I didn't have the strength to stop those things.
Okay.
I was in and out of rehab. I struggled with drug addiction too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would get time clean. The longest time I got clean before I got locked up was 7 months, man.
Okay.
And I would get 3 months here, 2 months there. I was what they call a chronic relapser.
All right.
You know, if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, man.
So yeah. But I learned a lot of things in my battle. It's just that I wasn't applying the things that I learned.
Right. You had the info.
But I wasn't using it.
Yeah.
But what happened with me, right? Like we discussed earlier, I didn't have a father growing up.
Yeah.
My mom didn't even have too many boyfriends.
Yeah.
And when she did, they would be around and then they'd be gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no real sturdy father figure was in my life. And then not only did I didn't have a father figure, uncles, grandpops. It's not existent in my family. I got a family of women. Like
okay.
I had 2 uncles, but they just wasn't never around.
Yeah.
They was real distant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's changed in my generation, thank God.
That's good.
You know, so with that being said, it was some things that I had to learn that prison taught me.
Right.
Qualities such as discipline, self-control, being able to function when I can't do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Able to just have a good outlook against all odds, you know, and be consistent.
Right.
These are things that masculine figure would have taught me growing up that I didn't have.
Yeah.
So when prison happened, another thing before I got locked up, it would be painful for me to say no. Like, say me and you homies,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you like, Ray, let's do blase, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, I will, even if I wanted to say no, I would be like, all right. And I would always wind up doing things I ain't want to do.
Okay.
Getting in trouble that I shouldn't have been getting into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But going to prison, right? Mm-hmm. It turned me into a man, put it that way.
All right.
To make a long story short, it turned me to a man.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything no matter who want to do it.
Right.
If it's going to be detrimental, to my family, my well-being, my stability, I don't care how much you want to do it, how much I love you as my friend. The answer is no.
Yeah.
No.
So prison was kind of helpful for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got 6 years clean, man.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a blessing.
Yeah, bro, like I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's like they used to always say when in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, man, that like I would always hit rock bottom when I would go to rehab.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about lose my house, lose my job, everything. You know what I'm saying? My woman, right? And I would drag myself into these rehabs, man, feeling like crap, feeling like the worst of the worst, man. And they had something called H&I, hospitals and institutions. These were people from Narcotics Anonymous, AA, that would come into these institutions on their own time to talk to us, who just got 24 hours clean. Wow. And they would give us what we call their experience, strength, and hope. Yeah. And you would get people coming in there who used to be smoking crack behind dumpsters, selling their bodies, men sucking dick for crack, all the worst things you could think of. Yeah. They did for these drugs, but they would come in there, right, from doing the right thing, from being clean, right, and they bosses that they own businesses that they got houses that they got families. They could be relied on. It. They stable stability, and they would tell us like, when you stay on this path, you will live a life beyond your wildest dreams. Yeah. And I'll be sitting there like me, like, and I ain't really believe it.
I was gonna ask, did it motivate you, or was you like, yeah, I don't know about that?
It made me want it.
Right.
It made me want it, but in that state, I couldn't see it, man. Yeah. Because I was at the worst of the worst. Yeah. Man, being medicated. Because there's certain drugs you gotta be medicated to get off of. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I'm drugged up, methadone, you know what I'm saying? Like, comfort meds, they call it. They give us in here. Yeah, that's bro. Yeah, bro. So I'm not in the right mind. I feel like crap. Right. You know? So now on the other side of it, right, seeing what they were talking about and living it. Now that I got this clean time and I see how my God is blessing me, man.
Yeah.
How I got a family now. How I ain't losing my job. I've been at my job for a year and some change.
Straight.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, bro. Like, not only have I been there, like, all right, look, man. I got straight A's and B's in school, man. Until I started again. So I started smoking weed. I had a picture of myself that I saw when I was in school, right? Of me. And I told you I played music. I told you I was an art major.
Yeah.
I could do anything I set my mind to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then to stoop to the point where I was smoking crack behind dumpsters.
Yeah.
Where I actually, the day before I got locked up, I died and came back. I overdosed, man. I ain't share that with you, but yeah, I overdosed, man. Right? To stoop that low. But I always did have I knew I was better than that.
Yeah.
I knew I was better than that, man. I never lost sight that, Ray, this ain't you, man.
Yeah.
So actually, I told people upstate, man, because they let the fellas that was on death row start fellowshipping with us in the church.
Yeah.
And they let them in regular population.
Yeah.
Right? So I literally told lifers that the prison that I was in was worse than the prison that they in.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand what I was saying, but I was in prison in my mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like what I was out there doing, I was torturing myself, bro. It was literally I'll be inside my spirit crying out to God.
Yeah.
I'll be going to go cop drugs, and my spirit like, no, like inside, but I had the strength to stop.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I never lost sight of who I was.
Yeah.
So to be sitting here today, man, to have survived that. But that day, that was my last day getting high when I overdosed.
Yeah.
A lady walked by the hospital room because I woke up hours later with tubes all in me and all that. An older lady walked by the room, and she just looked in there and she said, "Young man, God's got a plan for you." And I just started bawling, crying, waterfalls flowing out of my eyes, bro. You hear me? And that was the last day I ever got high, bro.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
I know you was locked up for 4 years, and before that was not a good experience. But was it anything at all that you missed about being free on a positive type of tip? Or was it just like you just getting refreshed in jail? Like I'm renewing, I'm recharging, because everybody ain't gotta miss the streets. If you're coming from a rough background, ain't much you gonna miss out here.
That's a very interesting question, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I missed my children.
Right.
But the life I was living, and that's crazy you asked that, because I told you I was in and out of rehab.
Yeah.
And every time I got clean, whether it was 3 months, 4 months, 7 months, I missed getting high. I missed it. You heard me?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
When I got locked up, at first, like for the first 6 months, I missed it. I actually had thought I couldn't wait to get out and get a Four Loko.
Yeah.
Because I thought, when you're in the county, you ain't sentenced yet. You still fighting.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to get out this door, go get me in. So yeah, bro, I did. But other than my kids, bro, once I got situated in my bed, once I knew what I was going to be serving, I ain't missed nothing out these streets, bro. Because I wasn't doing nothing conducive, man.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, bro, I couldn't keep nothing in that life.
Yeah.
My life was so unmanageable, man. Everything that I had, I lost.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
That hurt.
Multiple times, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, nah. Other than my children, and I ain't even have a woman because she left my black ass.
Right.
Yeah, she got tired of going out, so she left me. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
So Let's hop on the time machine real quick. You in court. The judge just gave you a sentence. At that point, what's going through your mind? How you feeling?
Can't be life. That's why I'm feeling like, man, this can't be life, man.
What do you say, 48 months?
The bull Ray just got a 3.5. He gave me a Cosby. He gave me a bill. He gave me a 3.5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, damn, man. But what was, by that time, when the judge gave me my sentence, I already, you know how it is, I already knew what I was going to get.
Yeah.
What was bad for me was when a lawyer came and told me what they was offering me. I'll never forget that. She came in there, she said 5 to 10. I said,
Years?
Yeah, bro. That might not be a lot for some, but me, I'm like, man, I literally started crying, man.
She said this is what they want to give you.
Yes, they gonna give you. I was like, hurt, bro. Like, is this really happening to me? Is this really happening to me, man?
Start doing math, start trying to see how old your kids gonna be, how old you gonna be.
Yeah.
Some years is real, man.
And see, it's crazy because what I got locked up for, I'm able today to take a full accountability for what I did, for the part I played.
Yeah.
But it's always two sides to the story.
Right.
It's never just one side.
Right.
You gotta understand, somebody put their hands on me too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The person that pressed charges and went to court and all that initiated the violence.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So for the longest time, I justified my actions in my head because of that.
Yeah.
Which was wrong in a way. I'm just able to take full accountability for my part that I played in it because I sat down long enough to evaluate my situation and turn it and do what men do. This is what men do. I can't control what nobody else do. But the reality is, man, the other person was just as wrong as me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when they came at me with that 5 to 10, and I'm thinking in my head of the actual situation that happened, I felt like this ain't fair.
Yeah.
I felt hurt. Like I'm not even a bad person.
Yeah.
I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm Ray.
Right.
I'm Ray. Like I love people. I don't hurt nobody. But they looking at me, these people look at me like I'm the worst person in the world, man. It made me feel less than a human, bro. It made me feel real bad, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was life changing for me, bro. I could just remember how I felt, man. That was bad. Like even with the parole board, you know what I'm saying? That was even worse. Like because now I gotta go in front of them and I gotta take full accountability. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that was.
Make sure they understand how you feel about what you did on paper.
Come on, man. So that was real. It was life changing, man.
So,
you know,
you're in prison, nighttime. You in your bunk. What you dream about?
In my bunk, what I dream about a lot, man.
Anything that was like more than anything else?
I just dreamed about being out here, man.
Yeah.
I dreamed about what I have now.
Okay.
And that's the crazy part about it. When beyond your wildest dreams, man, like God showed me this.
Yeah.
And there's still more to come.
Yeah.
It's still just the beginning, brother.
Yeah.
You hear me? I mean, sometimes I would have nightmares. My nightmares was when I had them drug dreams. When I would dream that I was in the alleyway smoking some crack. You know what I'm saying? That was a nightmare, but then I would wake up like it was just a dream.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, you ain't telling me I'm going back to that, because I ain't going back to that. You heard?
In the county, it would have been a good dream. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, the first 6 months, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy, man, because it's so before this happened to me, man, I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, insomnia. You know what I'm saying? I was taking Celexa, Remrine, Trazodone. They prescribed me this stuff in the beginning of my bid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't even take that stuff no more.
Yeah.
Like God has given me such peace today. Mm-hmm. I get good sleep whenever my head touched the pillow.
Yeah.
And this ain't just starting now because I'm out here.
Yeah.
Even when I was in prison,
yeah,
I got good rest.
Yeah.
right? Because of who he is, and because I know who I am. I got to the point where I could look myself in the face and say, I love you.
Yeah, something called peace. Huh?
Yeah, I can look myself in the face and say, I love you, right?
Yeah.
You're important, right?
Yeah.
People love you, right? People need you. That was hard to do. That was real hard to do before. So that peace, man, I don't take none of that stuff no more. No, it's been 5 years since I touched any medication for any anxiety, depression, and I just want to give it away, man. Like, see somebody else life change, man, from what I could give them.
What were some of the things that got you through your bid? I know sometimes you in there, especially coming from a hard life, so you in there, you changing, and you change. Now it's the waiting game. It's like, I know I'm done with all this foolishness. Now I'm just, how I'm gonna make it through now, because I'm good now. Let me out. They're like, no, you still got 2 years. You still got 6 years.
That hit, right?
Yeah.
Man, listen. I found a lot of things to give me peace in that situation, man. Especially with the pandemic. Because remember, the pandemic, at one point, we only had 15 minutes out of ourselves. Yeah, we was locked down all day.
Oh.
And I didn't get the vaccine.
Okay.
So they put us in a whole other separate part of the jail to get, so they was really treating us.
Less privilege.
So one of the main things that I learned how to do is I learned how to hone in, how to focus my energy on whatever I have control of, no matter how small it may be. So you got to think, we in a little ass cell. What can I do in here? Well, the first thing I do is I could wake up before lights come on, right? I could before lights come on, before they come around and do roll, I could already be up and have my day started. I could get up when I feel like it. You heard me? Instead of them bang, I'm already up. What's up? I'm speaking to the CEO when they come by now. Because I done already had my prayer. I done already had my water. I done already had my scripture reading, right? And I'm chilling, waiting for child now and watching TV because I have control over that. Even if it's, and I learned how to set goals for myself in a day. Even if it was 500 push-ups, I'm gonna reach that mark because it gives us a sense of accomplishment as a man, as a human being. Every day we have to accomplish something. And no matter how small it may be, just the fact that the fact that I accomplished it, it released those same chemicals I used to release in my brain when I was smoking crack and when I was snorting dope. Them same dopamines, them same chemicals, I learned how to have those naturally now over something that I have control over. Valuable.
Is there anything about your prison experience that you'll never forget? Or is there anything that you wish you didn't remember about prison?
Man. Like I said, man, I'll never forget being locked up in a cell for 23 hours and 45 minutes a day. For a year, basically. You understand? That I'll never forget that. You know, talk about having a strong mind. Your mind got to be strong on a whole nother level to deal with that. I've seen many brothers break down. They ain't the same day because of that. I'll never forget one time I was talking to this guy sitting at the table. He had his Bible out. You know the Bible. You know I love the Bible. I see a boy reading his Bible, so I'm drawn to him, asking him a question. So I sit down and start talking to him. We chopping it up. CO pulled me aside. You hear me? CO, why you sitting with that boy? Say what you talking about, man. I mean, he's a person. I treat everybody the same. He said, don't you know he stabbed up his wife and his kids? I said, yeah. So I ain't let that, man, I'm on the end of it. I sit back down with him after CO walk off. And I say, so is this true? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. I said, so why you do it? He said, because the voices in my head told me to do it. I said, so what you talking to demons? I said, what, demons? He said, yeah, they told me to do it. I'll never forget that, man. It's like a Son of Sam ass person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, the regular stuff, man, seeing people get their heads cracked open, locking the sock,
Yeah.
everything going good one moment, everything quiet, everything chilling. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
somebody getting cracked. Never forget those type of things, man.
Yeah.
Bloody, man.
Yeah.
When everything chilling on the block, next thing you know, you hear that sound, people heads hitting still.
Yep.
Bum, bum, bum. They locking it in themselves. Two people locking it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Never forget, man.
So you've been in prison, now you out. How did it feel when you was finally released as the new Ray?
It felt great, man. It felt great to be released. But it was a feeling of uncertainty at first. Because you know, you in there. Well, I'm in there. And I'm doing good. I'm working on re-entry. I ain't used no drugs in 4.5 years. You know what I'm saying? My prayer life is sturdy, strong. I'm praying 3 times a day faithfully on my knees. I'm reading. You know what I'm saying? Fellowship with the brothers, right? I'm talking on the phone to my folks and everything.
Yeah.
And you know, they call it jail talk.
Right.
You know, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that when I get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For instance, I had a brother, one of my brothers, he wanted to drink with me, smoke with me. He missed that Ray.
Right.
He missed that ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, I ain't that's not happening. I start preaching to him on the phone, you know, and that's jail talk. That's jail talk. So the level of uncertainty I'm talking about is, what if they right?
Yeah.
Because I ain't never been to no long bid before.
Yeah.
What if that happened? What if I come out this joint and I relapse again? Or something like that happened. So it was a level of uncertainty. Like, I ain't really know. You know? So first getting out, that's how I felt. It was scary. It was scary being hit with everything after that small world, after the structure of everyday living. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So now it feel extra good now that it's a year or some change later, and I'm sturdy. I'm praying more now. You heard me? As busy as life is, you know, brother, you know how busy it is out here, man. Yeah, man. Prayer life got to go up even more, because that was another fear I had, man. I'm gonna get too busy, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have time for God.
Yeah.
That was even more scary. I'm praying to God before I got out. Please don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Please don't let that happen.
Yeah.
So yeah. But everything's sturdy, man. Everything's sturdy.
So you ain't going back.
Nah, man. Like, it don't even feel like I'm on parole, man. Like,
Yeah.
hearing so many brothers in jail, man, talking about the horror stories about parole, man, and my PO this, my PO that. Like, bro, my PO come to my crib once a month now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At first, it was twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and literally, man, I'm on my job. I do what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, it's not hard. Parole ain't hard for me, man.
It ain't hard.
I know I'm gonna walk this off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is gonna be quick. It's gonna be behind me real quick, man. Be off papers, man. Like, you know, and I'm just living.
Yeah.
I'm just living, man.
So was it hard to get to know your family all over again?
It's still hard.
Still learning.
It's still hard. Yeah, that's
disassociate yourself from anybody?
In a way. Right. I got some people, I got some family members and some homies that I love from afar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they want to still be in bars and I went with them a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I love them.
Right.
They say they love me.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you love me the way you say you love me, then when you going to do something that don't require that? Because you know Ray don't do that no more.
Right.
So I stepped out of my element.
Right.
I stepped out of my comfort zone and went to these places with you.
Yeah.
So when you gonna step out of your element, come to the gym with me.
Right.
And do something that's healthy for both of us.
Right.
When you gonna step out of your element and go to Bible study at church with me?
Yeah.
When you gonna step out of your element and go bowling, let's do something that don't require us killing ourselves.
Yeah.
Because that's what all the drugs, drinking and drugging is. Being in these dark environments is. And I came, like I said, I love y'all enough to step out of my element into these places with y'all, but it ain't happening now. Like, now y'all gotta show me what y'all gonna do for me. Like now, because that other Ray ain't coming back.
Yeah.
The boy dead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love him from afar, man. Like, I work every day. I work 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And the weekends is optional for me. I don't have to work the week. I work the weekends because I like money. I like to be able to buy things. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my holiday.
Yeah.
Taking care of my woman. I got a woman who stay home with the kids.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that about her. She take care of the house.
Yeah.
You know? Good woman. So, man, I don't really have time for the games, man. My time is valuable.
Yeah.
My time is very valuable, man. You know?
Let me circle back to it wasn't hard getting to know your family all over again because I cut you off there.
Yeah,
so
man.
Still hard.
Yeah, because like a couple of my homies missed that guy. That guy was fun. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little boring today. Here, it's cool. I ain't stressing it.
Yeah.
I don't stress about having fun no more.
Yeah.
I used to always have to be doing something. Gotta be doing something. Gotta be in the mix. Now I don't get bored.
Yeah.
Because I always got something to think about. I'm always busy with my time doing something productive. You know what I'm saying? I got a family at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they miss that guy.
Yeah.
They don't know this guy.
Yeah.
They don't know who I am today. So even when I'm around my folks, man, it's just kind of weird sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird sometimes. It's like I'm a stranger.
Yeah.
I'm me, but I'm a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even know how to talk to me. Like the conversations now don't even be like, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, yes. Hey, bro, like, but I love them though. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's family, it's friends for 30 years. The 25, 30 years, man. So you ain't gonna stop loving them.
Right.
You know, it's just they gotta get used to this guy.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I want for them to come over to this side too.
Right.
You know, come over here. This good over here.
Yeah.
You still unstable. You still like can't be trusted with your woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For certain situations, like, come on, man. Like, I ain't with that today, man.
Yeah.
My integrity is what I get high off of, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things, man. Like, so.
Something significant happened this past December. What was that?
Oh, yeah, man. I got a baby. My daughter. She's born the day after. She's born December 26th.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's my princess, man. I can't wait to get home and just hold her, man. Just kiss on her, just eat her cheeks. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's good.
Amazing, bro. Yeah.
So I see you on TikTok and Facebook putting out some positive content. You talk a lot about faith in the Bible. Why is that important to you so much so that you got to share it with the whole world?
Because, man, that's what really changed my life.
Okay.
You know, being serious about my creator. Because people will say in a heartbeat, you doing what works for you. You doing what works for you. Mm-hmm. You got to do what works for you. It's you. Nah, it's not like that. I'm not doing what works for me no more. Right. I'm doing what works for him. And that works for me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I live life today to please him. Mm-hmm. And when he pleased, I have unspeakable joy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thing is now, how can I translate that in a way where others can understand it? Yeah. How can I make it plain? Yeah. So, and make it tangible. So someone else can understand and feel this peace, this love, this joy that I feel today. That changed my life. Well, not even my life. This ain't even my life. That changed this life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He trusted me with this life, so I gotta be a good steward over it. You know?
Yeah.
That's what that's about, man.
If you could go back in time, is there any advice you would give your younger self?
I'll tell my younger self, man, that just hang in there. Just hang in there. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just say no.
Right.
It won't hurt to say no.
Yeah.
It won't hurt to say no, man.
Not just the drugs, but a lot of things.
A lot of things.
A lot of people.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
Let's say no.
They'll get over it.
Knowing who you are, what you've been through, knowing what you know. You regret any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Other than, if I hurt somebody, of course I regret that. But
I got a lot of regrets leading up to this moment. It's a lot of things that I've done, right? That can't even be spoken.
Yeah.
You know? And it took me that time to sit with him, just sit with him.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's easy to forgive others. I'm a forgiving person.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Or you can keep that bread.
Yeah.
You got it. I don't even need it back.
Yeah.
You got it. It's all right, bro. But to forgive me was hard.
Okay.
It was hard. So it's some things that I had to really sit down with over years. And just now, recently, today, I'm able to have peace. That peace I talked about.
Yeah.
With all the stuff I did in the past also.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. I regret it, but it don't hurt me no more.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I can look myself in the mirror and say, I love you, Ray, you good.
Yeah.
You good, Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you was to come, because you knew something about me in the past, and you was to say, Ray, nigga, you ain't, you remember you did what? Yeah. But it's cool though, I ain't stressing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right. You right. I ain't worried about that no more though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we moving forward.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
And just that right there, whoever that was throwing that in my face is going to see the realness. And that spirit going to back off anyway.
Yeah.
Because it already happened.
Yeah.
Happened a couple times.
Okay.
That spirit don't want no war over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want it.
So what steps are you taking to ensure that you remain free? What you doing just to stay out?
Man, I'm playing the whole tape. I play the whole tape, man. Look, sometimes my girl, we have, arguments happen, man. And she want to get crazy sometimes. You know how sisters is, you know what I'm saying? Those be special moments for me, because those be the moments where I realize the growth that I really have. You know what I'm saying? When I'm able to not scream back at her, or it don't turn into a domestic violence situation. Yeah. Even if she throwing stuff, because recently she threw stuff in my head. I'm like, yo, if the neighbors call the cops, yeah. So look, man, just playing the whole tape out, I'm able to sit back, take a deep breath, right, and realize it ain't that deep, whatever it may be, man. Yeah. It ain't that deep. I don't need to lose my cool, because if I lose my cool, somebody gonna get hurt, and I'm going back to jail.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. I don't have to prove myself to nobody, man.
Right.
But my Father who is in heaven, and I already know who I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to prove myself to all my life I had to fight.
Right.
I lost some, I won some. Like, but I don't got to show you nothing. You hear me? Like
who you are.
Another thing that helped me, man, with self-control, right, and with anger, is realizing that those your eyes, that's your mouth. I have no control, zero control over what comes out of your mouth and where you look. Yeah. If you staring at me, I can tell you, bro, you make me uncomfortable. But I can't make you stop looking at me.
Right.
You could say something to me that may make me angry. It may even hurt me.
Yeah.
Right? But I cannot make you say what I want you to say and make you not say. You could say whatever you want to say. I have control over how I react.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yep.
And I'm good with that.
Okay.
So you can say what you want. You can look where you want. I'm not going to allow that no matter. And even if it, another thing, I'm able to identify with my feelings. Everything ain't anger.
Yeah.
You may have hurt me by something you said.
Right.
I'm better at expressing myself today. Yo, bro, that just hurt.
Yeah.
Instead of getting,
Right.
Yeah, bro, let's leave me alone, bro. You hear me? Yeah, help a lot, man. And it's cool, right? You know, don't make me soft for them because I already know, like I said, I prove myself to me.
Yeah. Ain't got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
That's successful.
Hey.
What do continued success look like for you?
Stability, bro.
Okay.
Stability. Just being able to maintain the things that I've acquired, being able to obtain the things that I need,
Right.
and being able to provide for my family. That's success to me.
More than that.
I don't need no fancy cars, even though God blessed me with one.
Right.
I ain't need it.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's and above all, the most important thing, success to me is being able to conduct this life according to my Father's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah.
According to my Father in heaven, according to how He told me to live.
Yeah.
That's success. Yeah.
The social media content, that's your end goal, or what's your next move? You still want to be putting more out?
Yeah, I haven't done it.
Where can they find you at?
I haven't done no content in a while because I forgot to mention that I'm a supervisor now at my job.
You got a promotion.
Yeah. So I mean, I started, and I didn't even work for a year yet. I'm sorry, I said a year and some change earlier. The 9th of this month will be a full year. And within a year, I'm a supervisor now. I manage 250 people. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't manage yourself a couple of years ago.
Come on, man. Yeah, so you can find me on TikTok, Ray of Hope. Ray of Hope Archer. And that's my Facebook too. Ray of Hope. Because that's what I want to be in other people's lives. I want to show that ray of hope. No matter how bad it may seem, no matter what you think is going on, it's some hope. It's some hope. So I'm Ray of Hope Archer, man.
Congratulate you again on getting out, staying out, being successful.
Thank you, brother.
Achieving your goals, setting more, and just keep in touch with us, man. Keep us on any updates, anything that uplifts somebody, because we need some hope out here.
Yeah.
A lot of men out here, they think it ain't possible, but you live in proof.
Live in proof. Live in proof. Thank you, my brother.
Than that.
Thank you. I hopped in that thing right there. I was like,
this one of them Jones. Road to redemption is just the beginning, the start of the mission, the journey to winning, the cycle was ending. I'm free. It feel like a dream. Pinch me. I gotta stay woke, survive my parole. Eyes on the goal, mode on go. My answer is no to your guns and your dope. That ain't looking out, that's my neck in the rope. Oh, hanging myself, that's playing.
There are things that God said do, and there are things that God said don't do.
Ain't stopping for nothing. Success in my veins.
If you think that you or someone you know would like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Surviving Parole, please have them send us a message on Instagram @SurvivingParole or YouTube @SurvivingParole.